Good afternoon, everyone. We are wrapping up the Democratic gubernatorial debate here at the Chicago Teachers Union Center. You can check that whole video out on our Facebook page. And today we are also joined here with one of the candidates who's running for governor, Chris Kennedy. Chris Kennedy, thank you so much for joining Hardlens Media.
Oh, you're great to be here. It's a long session, and you're terrific to stick it out right to the end.
Well, there's something I do want to bring up in regards to what was being discussed, and on our live stream it can be seen as well. The police shooting and police brutality that has happened. You mentioned that you were taken aback by it and how it was difficult to watch. Why was that, sir?
Well, I think we all grow up believing this is the greatest country in the world, that we're a civilized nation that has evolved over centuries to a place where the government and the police are there to serve community. And when you see videos of police officers who report to a mayor or to the city government with unconstrained violence on fellow citizens, I think it's terrifying, it's disheartening, it's a violation of, well, anybody's idea of social justice and doesn't reflect the greatness that we hope is our country. So it's about as bad as a thing that you can see, I believe.
Right. And in regards to the issues that were being discussed, of course, there was a lot of issues that were being talked about. What issues did you feel like were ignored during this current debate?
Well, I think the notion of government corruption, of conflicts of interest, the idea that we continue to embrace a system that allows state representatives and state senators to have outside jobs that are, well, adverse to the interest of the body they were elected to serve. That's fancy language for the fact that we continue to allow these elected officials to have outside jobs as property tax appeals lawyers or in some other way take advantage, make money off of their jobs as elected officials. Other states don't allow that to occur. We don't let our congressmen, we don't let our United States senators do that, and we shouldn't let our state reps and state senators do it either.
Now, in regards to government corruption, money in politics is an issue that Democratic voters, Republicans, and independent voters feel it's really corrupting our democracy. Where is your stance in money in politics, and what do you think should be done to really address the large influence of the top 1% bankers in Wall Street?
I have a very dark view of this. I think you look at the last decade or two in United States history, you see a whole series of maybe a handful of billionaires have realized that if they can control government, they can reap enormous financial benefits for themselves. They can privatize industry, or they could get great tax breaks. In the old days, it was about getting control of government so you could get your friend a job, let's say, at the highway department. Now these billionaires are getting control of government so that they can own the highway department, privatize major parts of government, and make enormous money. Owned and operated by hedge funds and private equity whose ownership makes 20% of the upside. That's devastating to not only our economy, to our government, but to democracy itself. When a handful of people have outside influence on everybody else, we're starting to erode the democracy that, well, we're so proud of.
All right, well, that's a good note to end it on. Thank you so much for joining Hardlens Media, and we're looking forward to covering more events with you and hopefully having you on our show as well.
Great to be with you.
Thank you.
You're watching Hardlens Media.